name is Cassia James, and I'm working along with my colleague, Miss Chandanie Mohabir. And today we are doing a case study on a child whose name is Maya from the nursery level. And we'll be focusing on her for at least an hour, and we've observed her, and we've noticed that she can be easily distracted. So we've jot down our observations. Here goes. So, based on the observation made with the learner, Amaya, during free play, she chose to start molding with the Play Doh. She molded her name, both first and last, and then she tried to mold the garbage truck from the value chart. The learner attention gets easily distracted. She is also a very observing and brilliant child. She used the incorrect formation of her letters molding while molding it. After 10 minutes of molding with Play Doh, the learner got bored and started to start her numbers cards. She was not able to find the number cards asked for, however, she found them in other ways. For example, she was instructed to find one. Instead of finding one alone, she went and found all the ones she could find and not just number one. Even though some instructions were simple, when the learner is distracted, she would take time to process what is asked for. So, our second observation, since the learner has never been to school and transitioned from one session to another in a bit of a struggle for her, I have noticed that she takes more time to complete an activity given. Our task for small group activity was to place peas on the word president, and the learner took exactly 30 minutes to complete the activity. She was easily distracted even with the slightest bit of noise. She stopped what she was doing and looked around to see where it was coming from. She was then again very observing in the classroom. She noticed a lot of things and was indicated same. She followed instructions and she even grasps the concept at the end of the day. So, like I said before, Amaya can be easily distracted. That's the problem. The child is easily distracted. So, Amaya is not focused on learning and is easily distracted at school homework. During her work, sorry. At a student with attention defeats order disorder might not seem to be listening or paying attention to class material. She may be daydreaming, looking at other children, or focused on irrelevant noises or other stimuli. As a result, she misses lessons, instructions, and directions. The reason for this is that most child have ADHD, which is attention deficit disorder, and it's not just an inability to pay attention, it's an inability to control attention. Children with ADHD have a lower level of brain arousal, which in turn decreases their ability to screen out distractions like noise in the classroom, movement outside, or even their own inner thoughts and feelings. Children with ADHD, with ADHD have an easily have an especially hard time turning out distractions when an activity is not sufficiently stimulating, and they can lose focus easily. So here are four ways to help Amaya to be more remarkably focused. 1. We can adjust time frames. If you find that no matter what you do, the kids just can't seem to stay on task, it may be time to break content into smaller time intervals. Remember, children can concentrate on one task for 2 to 5 minutes. For example, if you have a classroom of 6 years old, expect 12 to 30 minutes of attention for your students. If you need to adjust time frames for all or some of your students, do so. Using timers, have the student who is struggling with attention show her work after a short period of time. This breaks up the task and allows the child to keep working without feeling completely overwhelmed. Consider calling the child to your desk for these checks. This provides the physical movement that the child needs in order to stay engaged and also gives you the opportunity to monitor her progress. Also, be cautious about lengthy lectures with kids with short attention spans. These children need to be kept involved with the material, so ask for responses regularly on the subject matter you are discussing. Even a simple question asking for a raised hand can be what is necessary to keep students on task. So, our second solution is break tasks into pieces. If these strategies don't work, look at the tasks itself. Can you break it into smaller chunks? Have the child focus long enough to perform part of the task, then take a break, coming back to the project to finish. Children with attention struggles may actually perform the requested task faster with this strategy than if they simply tried to finish it all in one sitting. Some children are going to struggle with attention more than others. As a teacher, I can take measures to help improve concentration for students. All it takes is a little extra thought and work on the part to bring significant change for the student. So, another way is to remove visual distractions. When a child is struggling with a difficult task, clutter in the classroom or on the desk can make it impossible to keep her brain where it needs to be. Remove unnecessary clutter and visual experiences from the workspace. This gives the child fewer excuses for not focusing on the task at hand. Example: include physical activity. Kids who struggle with attention often do better if they are given brief breaks for active play. Taking a break to bounce on an exercise ball, breaking up learning into chunks and outdoor playtimes, or providing a quick stretching or into chunks. or jumping jacks, break the classroom, can all help the attention. Challenge students may focus, starting with 50 minutes of active play before a challenging task can help a child stay more engaged. So, our fourth and final solution is select seating wisely. Keeping kids with ADHD close to the teacher and away from doors or windows will help minimize potential distractions and provide the best stay focused results. The teacher can also keep things interesting and alternate between high and low interest activities, and when possible, keep lesson periods short or vary the pacing from one lesson to the next. Also, teachers can redirect rather than scolding. Instead of scolding a student who becomes distracted, redirect her in a way that doesn't cause embarrassment. Sometimes asking a child who can be easily distracted a question, or with ADHD, you know he can answer, or giving nonverbal clues, such as standing close and patting him on the shoulder, can bring the child back into focus. However, teachers can give students opportunities to work cooperatively, individually, and within groups to help improve their attention skills, their attention spans. Thank you. This has brought us to the end of our blog. I hope you enjoyed it and you've learned something positively from it. Thank you for listening.